So I know you're competing in Red Bull Thre3Style
in
Philly. So tell us about how you're preparing for that.
Well, I watched a lot of the videos and stuff. Shout out to Four Color Zach. That dude's he won world.
I saw that one.
Man, that joint was good. I was just like, geez, dude, you're just like, just really so creative with it, you know, and just all around, you know, he's like he's good at scratching, he's good at just like understanding sound. But as far as me, like most people know who've gone to my sets, kind of have a more mature, I guess is the word, like a more mature take on sets. It's not so much that I'm not going to play like Trinidad James or Meek Mill or anything like that, but I'm just going to give a frame of reference that's going to lead up to that. Like, you know, it's not so much about playing the newest stuff, it's about kind of making people remember what they liked or do like through the new and the old that all fit together, you know, play like, you know, Meek Mill Amen next to like Rough Riders Down Bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it all, or like I'm a Boss next to that. Like whatever. It's like it's not a question of time and when it came out. It's a question of how good it is.
Exactly.
And as a DJ, you know, that's like music curation, you know. So I'm supposed to be the one that's presenting that to people, and over time, people have learned to appreciate that from me. You know, I love the old moments. I think that's what it is more than anything. It's like when you play something old that people are like, I forgot about that, or I didn't even think he was gonna play that. It's like, oh snap! Like that's probably what I DJ for the most. Is the old moments.
I think DJs are kind of like heroes. Like you want to go somewhere, you want to have fun,
well,
you want to dance.
They can be villains too.
And they can be villains, and we've seen it done. But I think in one way it's an exciting thing for us. It's new. It's almost like, oh, I can't wait to see such and such. He's my hero. Favorite music is being played today. So I think, thank you for playing dope music. Just thank you for that, because this is what people need in life. Sometimes things are too serious.
Yeah.
And you need something like that to kind of just make you feel good. And
that's what's interesting is like I feel like a lot of the DJs, not so much in my not in my crew or anything like that. Like I learned a lot from even just coming up before I even joined Ill Vibe, just coming up around them. But I noticed that a lot of DJs, I hear like through the grapevine that they're just kind of like, oh, I can do that, and it's kind of like, you know, he's like, I don't really understand what he's doing special or anything like that, and I don't really think it's even that deep. Because for most people, I mean, I take my job pretty seriously. I've been doing it long enough that, you know, I take it very seriously. But because it's almost like, because I've been doing it so long and I've learned like the standards, like someone would like, who was playing piano would know the standards, I just know how to freak it that much better. You know, it's like, I know how to flip it in that way because I know where it comes from. That's just the most important thing for me, is just know where you come from and then bring it forward. Don't stay in the past, but know that it existed and then bring it forward, because this is going to make, it's almost like, it's like a chef. Like a good chef is going to know what seasonings, you know, to put in it, even go back and, like, you know, they'll bring in a recipe from their childhood, like from their mom, that, you know, nobody knew about, but it was just they knew about, and they'll bring it in and be like, oh man, it becomes like a hit in Times Square or wherever the restaurant is or something. You know, it's kind of that same thing. It's like, I take the references that I came up around, and especially with hip hop, because I didn't really grow up with funk and hip hop in my house. That was just coming from my neighborhood and being a b-boy, like just dancing with people. So I really tried to own that, you know, and that being such a big deal for me, it kind of adds that good feeling for myself when I do make those references for people on the dance floor, you know, and it's a big deal for it to be like a conversation.
Oh man,
So what's your ongoing philosophy for DJing?
Well, for me, it's really just understanding that it's a conversation between yourself and the crowd that you're presenting the music to. You're not lecturing, you know, but you're not, you know, just listening to what they want to hear, you know, because that's all relative. Everybody in the room is not going to want to hear the exact same song at the exact same time. You find your leaders, and you read what they're thinking. You know, it's like a lot of DJs. I mean, to be a good DJ, you kind of have to be a mind reader. You know, it comes with the territory. Just understanding the vibe of the room, how it's moving, what people will like, but also to be a unique DJ, and just so you can stand out, you have to add your own little flavor to it. You know, it's not about just playing the hits, because the hits aren't going anywhere.
True.
You know, so I mean, they are, but but over time, you know, you weed out. They weed themselves out in a way. You know, you get the ones that are going to be classics instead of just hits.
Right.
And those classics, you know, like everybody's going to remember. Everybody's going to go crazy if you play public service announcement. Every time. Like, I've never had a time where you play Jay-Z public service announcement, especially since it's like, for the most part, you only play the first verse. So people know this is going to come in and come out, and then they're going to be like, what did you go play next? Like, it's like always just a crazy, just a hit. It just hits so hard, you know. So, yeah, philosophy-wise, it's the conversation. You know, you're speaking to them, but you're also listening to what they're feeling. And not saying, because they're not really saying anything to you, but they're saying something. It's just not with words.
Right.
That's all.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Fish, for, you know, stopping by with me and talking. This is a useful piece of information, and definitely, guys, you have to check him out. Like, he's an amazing DJ. He has a residency now in New York as well, so. Yeah,
it's in South Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at this spot called Donna.
Okay.
They just won Paper Magazine Best Bar 2012, which is pretty dope. We just started promoting it. The party's called Aquarium. Consistently playing off my name, I guess. But yeah, that's every Friday. It's every Friday I'm in New York. And the next Fish Tank is January 19th. It comes through Necktie. It's a Saturday. So we're going to be doing the art show from 7 to 10. Not going to reveal who the artist is yet. It's going to be really dope. I'm going to release that through all the social networks pretty soon. And then we'll have the art show from 7 to 10, and then the actual party from 10 to 2. And, you know, it's just going to keep on moving forward. It's a new year. No more end of the world mentality. Past that Mayan nonsense. Now we're here, you know. I'm just waiting for my hoverboard. You know, I grew up on Back to the Future.
Right. Marty McFly.
I'm waiting for my Marty McFly hoverboard. That's all I need. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But you know what? Good luck to you at the
Thanks.
Red Bull Thre3Style event.
Yeah,
and I know, you know, I'll be there. So we'll see.